Hi all, I'm going to show you a cheaper way to actually um, trim out your flat paneled kitchen cabinets to take them from this flat panel like this to edged out like that, like the standard carpets. What I do is I go to the store and I buy the lattice work. It is a lot cheaper to buy it in a bundle. Now granted, yes, sometimes the wood is uneven or a little warped, but you just sort out the straight pieces and the good pieces with the bad pieces. And as you see, like this piece is very good, very straight. Even though it has some rough edges, you just basically take a 120 grit to 180 grit sandpaper and it gets you your smooth trim piece around your cabinet doors and everything. And what I do, so I get direct measurements, because especially if they're an old cabinet, I lay it, actually, this piece onto the cabinet itself. Not that I'm against measuring, but as you know, with old kitchen cabinets, sometimes they warp from the house settling. So this way you get a more accurate piece that you need to cut. And instead of using a power saw, which sometimes with this stuff, if you use a power saw and it like splits and vibrates and it gets jagged, so you don't get clean edges. So what I use, like a lot of people might think it's more time consuming, I use the good old hand saw because you have more control over it and you can know where the blade is going without it kicking back on you. So as you see, this is the drawers that I've already done. They look pretty nice. And basically what I do is I use wood glue. And the best glue that I've found to glue on trim pieces or any wood project, it's called Tie Bond 2. This is the product. You buy one of these big bottles for $8. It lasts a while, and you don't need that much. So what I do is I run a bead of bead down the trim piece, and then I put a bead down on the cabinet door that I'm making or re-trimming out, and because glue binds to glue, so it creates a bigger, stronger bond by doing it this way. And then I also then use these small little tack nails, depending on how thick your cabinet door is, depends on the size, but since my kitchen cabinets are from 1940 or something like that, my cabinet doors are only about a ½ inch thick of wood, so didn't need that big of a nail. And all you use is a couple of those nails to tack the trim piece down in place, and to hold it in place while the glue sets up. And there you go. That's a simpler, more easier way. A thing of the flats or the slat or lattice work is about probably $30 at your home improvement store. I mean, so if you don't mind a little bit of sanding to smooth it out, you know, it's a little bit cheaper, and it gives you still that high-end look of the modern cabinets. And after they do, and you know, you could change out your hardware if you want, which I did, which I go down to a rehab store, and I found these really nice silver kind of toned with black aged thing at the Habitat for Humanity. paid about 40 bucks for the new handles. So that's how you do it. A little bit easier and cheaper than, all those expensive power tools. So I'm always about saving money, but you still get that high-end look by the time it's done. I'll show you guys a video after it's done. This is Kevin on doing kitchen remodel and updates on a budget.